Hello, and thank you for joining today's online travel presentation, Luxury on a Budget. My name is Lynn Brush, and I will be the moderator for today's presentation. We understand this is not an easy time to travel, but it is the perfect time to start researching destinations and travel styles and dreaming of where you want to be. Before we begin today's presentation, I'd like to go over a few things. First, we will hold all questions until the end. If you have questions during the presentation, please type them in the GoToWebinar toolbar, and we will cover them at the end. And we will have 2 polling questions during this presentation, and we encourage you to participate. Because they are open-ended in nature, you can share your response by submitting your answer in the GoToWebinar question box. Oops. So let's begin. As I mentioned, I am Lynn Brush, and I will be the moderator for this presentation, and I'm very happy to introduce you to Dawn Rogan, Vacation by Rail's product manager, who will be your presenter today. So now that you know us, we'd like to get to know you just a little bit better. So can you please answer the first polling question? In your opinion, what makes a vacation luxurious? So we'll take a bit for your replies to come in. We'll keep this open for just a little bit longer. All right. So Dawn, based on what I'm seeing, our audience has some great luxury benchmarks. Some of them include like rooms with a view, private guides, pampering from start to finish. I really like the way they think.
Excellent, me too.
So Vacations by Rail has a wide variety of vacations to destinations around the globe. And the cornerstone of every trip is a great rail journey aboard one of the world's iconic trains. So why choose us? Vacations by Rail is the leading rail vacations company in the United States and the trusted authority on rail. We offer the largest selection of independent rail vacations, escorted train tours, rail and cruise combination trips, and luxury rail journeys. We are a member of the National Tourist Association and American Bus Association, have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and we are also AARP's preferred rail provider. Vacations by Rail is a great rail journeys company backed by more than 45 years of experience in the specialty of global rail tours. And in addition to unmatched vacations, we offer first-class service, and that extends to our best-in-class customer care, from your first call or email to your return home from your trip. And while we have a whole team of people available to you in our Chicago-based office, relationships are really important to us, which is why you will have your own dedicated rail specialist available to assist you from start to finish. So traveling by rail is a unique experience. Why choose a rail vacation? It's a unique way to see the country. In fact, trains travel through parts of the country often inaccessible by other modes of transportation. Traveling by train also allows you to leave the navigation to someone else. You just sit back and enjoy. Plus, it's a more eco-friendly way of traveling. Rail travel uses less carbon emissions than other modes of transportation. But rail travel is more than just a transit component. The journey itself is nostalgic and an integral part of the vacation experience. So as I mentioned earlier, the cornerstone of our vacations is a memorable rail component, whether it's a classic overnight rail journey or a scenic heritage rail excursion. Our vacations also include high-quality hotel accommodations well located in city center destinations or within national parks. We have comprehensive sightseeing that offer one-of-a-kind experiences and insider experiences, and exceptional customer service from agents who specialize in rail. So now let me turn this over to Dawn, who is going to share her insights into luxury on a budget.
Thanks, Lynn, and thank you all for joining us today. As Lynn said, we'll be discussing luxury on a budget with Vacations by Rail. Vacations by Rail offers plenty of experiences for every type of traveler. Our independent vacations allow you to set your own pace as you follow a well-crafted itinerary to popular destinations throughout the United States, Canada, Europe, and beyond. Each independent rail tour features travel along legendary train routes, comprehensive sightseeing, and ample time at leisure. Choose from an extensive selection of regional tours, cross-country rail vacations, rail drive getaways, and rail cruise packages. Small group escorted rail tours can take you to any corner of the globe. Led by a professional tour escort and featuring local expert tour guides, embark on a well-crafted vacation wherever in the world you like to go. Each escorted tour includes travel aboard iconic trains by Deluxe Motor Coach, as well as comprehensive sightseeing and time to explore on your own. Our river cruise vacations offer a unique vantage point on cruising and the country you travel to. Smaller vessels offer more personal, intimate travel experiences with the same great amenities of ocean cruising, such as excellent meals, interesting shore excursions, and onboard activities. Traveling along the river on a smaller ship also means you are closer to land and the changing panoramas that are the colorful backdrop of your vacation. Our locally hosted vacations offer the same freedoms as an independent vacation, with the added bonus of a local host to offer personal insights and suggestions to help make your time in each destination as rewarding as possible. Hallmarks of a locally hosted vacation include spectacular cities connected by train, comprehensive sightseeing, personalized suggestions for day trips, excursions, dining, and more, all tailored to your interests. The first trips that we'll be talking about on our journey is Rocky Mountaineer. We begin in British Columbia, home to this world-famous train. Canada's luxury train, this daylight-only rail line, follows 3 distinct routes into the heart of the Rocky Mountains, each of which is rich in history and natural wonders. Rocky Mountaineer routes journey between Vancouver and into the famous towns of the Canadian Rockies, Jasper, Lake Louise, or Banff. The journey is slow and steady, beginning each morning as you enjoy breakfast on board as the beautiful scenery unfolds outside the large panoramic windows of each train car. Kamloops marks your halfway point, where you will disembark and spend the evening in a hotel, obviously included with your tour. Enjoy dinner on your own before settling in for the evening. The following day, you are back on board for breakfast and more delightful views. Keep your eyes and ears open for wildlife. Your onboard hosts will sound the call if any is spotted along the way. For those of you who wish to spend additional time on board, we recommend the Rainforest to Gold Rush route, with 3 days on the train journeying to Whistler, Canal, and then into Jasper. All journeys can be taken either east or westbound, beginning in Vancouver and concluding in the Rockies, or vice versa. There are 2 different options for accommodations on board the Rocky Mountaineer: Gold Leaf and Silver Leaf. With Gold Leaf service, indulge your senses with gourmet meals prepared by executive chefs and expansive views through the fully panoramic windows of a bi-level glass dome coach to the Canadian Rockies. Stretch your legs and your viewing angles in the bi-level glass dome coaches. Sink into your spacious seat on the upper level and enjoy meals in the lower level dining room. Step out onto the exclusive outdoor viewing platform to get closer to the action. Savor every second as you enjoy elegantly plated meals prepared with local ingredients from the comfort of a dedicated dining room. All the while, sprawling views of the Rocky Mountains will be unfolding right outside your window. Sit back and enjoy the scenery as our hosts attend to your every need. From entertaining you with stories about passing landmarks to topping off your glass of wine at wildlife sightings, you can rest assured that everything will be taken care of. Silverleaf service level gives you everything you need and more to experience the majesty of the Rocky Mountains in luxury. Panoramic views, delicious meals, and beverages brought right to your seat, friendly hosts and complimentary baggage transfers, and miles of memories. Custom designed glass dome coaches give you a truly panoramic view of your surroundings. The oversized windows give you a clean, crisp view and make photography a snap. You can take it all in from the comfort of your reclining seat, or you can get a little closer in our outdoor viewing area. Enjoy gourmet meals served from the comfort of your seat. A friendly team of hosts and culinary team members will serve your meals, entertain you with stories, take care of any special requests, and ensure your comfort so that you can focus on the journey ahead. Highlighting our Rocky Mountaineer journeys today, we have Canadian Rockies Rail Journey. We offer several different itineraries throughout the Rockies on board the Rocky Mountaineer so that everyone can find a tour that best suits them, but this one is one of my personal favorites. This is a 6-night, 7-day independent program beginning with 2 days to explore the beautiful coastal city of Vancouver. We offer 2 levels of accommodations for this program, Superior and Deluxe. Superior accommodation includes Silverleaf service on board the Rocky Mountaineer and 4-star properties such as the Sheraton Vancouver Wall Center and Rimrock Resort in Banff. Deluxe accommodations feature Gold Leaf on Rocky Mountaineer, as well as hotel stays at the Fairmont properties, including the world famous Chateau Lake Louise. One of my personal favorite things to experience in Vancouver is the Capilano Suspension Bridge. Trek across the bridge, which rises 70 meters above the river, and into the heart of the rainforest as you enjoy a treetops adventure canopy walk that takes you above the rainforest for unforgettable views. Vancouver has an incredibly vibrant scene as well. Definitely want to take some time to explore historic Gastown and indulge your senses in its amazing restaurants upon your return to the city. Bright and early on day 3, you'll board your included motor coach transfer to the Rocky Mountaineer station. Enjoy a cup of coffee or their famous peppermint tea before boarding your train and waving goodbye to the Rocky Mountaineer staff at the platform. Settle into your seat and get ready for the experience of a lifetime. You will love the scenery flying by as you travel on Rocky Mountaineer on your way east to Kamloops. As you travel further east into the interior of Canada, you witness the diverse landscape changing right before your eyes. You'll see mountain ranges, rivers, canyons, lush forests, and even deserts on this beautiful journey. After a stay in Kamloops, you'll continue your travel by train as you head toward the resort town of Banff. Travel through the extensive tunnels as you cut through the Canadian Rockies and enjoy mountaintop views of the land. Keep an eye out for wildlife. After spending the night in Banff, you'll trek through Yoho National Park, set along the western slope of the Continental Divide. This park, named after the Cree expression of awe and wonder, is full of natural wonders like rock bridges, waterfalls, and pristine lakes and rivers. At Lake Louise, enjoy the stunning Emerald Lake, which is fed by the surrounding glaciers on high mountain peaks. Hike, bike, or just throw through this lovely location with time on your own. After your night in Lake Louise, enjoy a visit to cosmopolitan Calgary. Some highlights of this trip include 2 days of scenic travel on board the Rocky Mountaineer, as well as your 6 nights of hotel accommodations, meals on board the train, the Capilano Suspension Bridge sightseeing that I mentioned, as well as Yoho Park. We do offer several other vacations throughout the Canadian Rockies, both independent and escorted on Rocky Mountaineer, as well as on Via Rail trains. As we move east from Vancouver in the Rockies, we'll travel to another famous mountain region, Switzerland, and take a ride on the world's slowest express train, the Glacier Express. Switzerland's best known train, the Glacier Express, travels through 91 tunnels across 291 bridges on the 181-mile journey between Zermatt and St. Moritz. Breathtaking, unaltered natural landscapes are on full display from the train's large panoramic windows. Snow-capped mountains, canyons, narrow valleys, and rushing waters are highlights of the changing vistas during this 8-hour journey. The newest class of service on the famous Glacier Express is Excellence Class, available on the train's full route between the resort towns of Zermatt and St. Moritz. This is Swiss luxury at its finest. Guests in Excellence Class enjoy comfortable lounge seating beside large panoramic windows, and you'll notice from the picture that every seat on the train is a window seat. You also have exclusive access to the Glacier Bar and a first-class dining experience during the journey, including an elegant 5-course meal featuring seasonal cuisine paired with local wines. Our Glacier Express train is featured in our Grand Train Tour of Switzerland, which is definitely our most popular independent trips It is so popular that we made an escorted version of this tour that will begin in 2021. So if you've had your eye on the Grand Train Tour of Switzerland but prefer the escorted style of travel, we've got this ready for you. On the Grand Train Tour of Switzerland, you'll be able to discover the diverse regions of the country. This trip, which takes you on a variety of Swiss rail lines, is a train lover's dream. Filled with twists and turns along rivers and mountainsides, you can relax and enjoy stunning views only available by rail. You'll view stunning landscapes such as the Bernese Oberland, Simmen Valley, Lake Geneva, the Rhine Gorge, and of course, the Matterhorn. As you travel from city to city, there's plenty of free time to explore each area and immerse yourself in Swiss culture. On this 10-night, 11-day journey through Switzerland, Vacations by Rail offers 3 levels of accommodations. We offer moderate, which is going to be 3-star hotels with second-class rail tickets, superior, featuring 4-star hotels with second-class rail tickets, and excellence class. Enjoy the same hotel accommodations as superior. However, you'll receive first-class rail tickets and excellence class on board the Glacier Express. So these are some of the vistas and landscapes that you'll experience while traveling in Switzerland. We have the Gronegrat Railway, the Jungfraujoch, Montreux, and then Lugano, Grindelwald, and Lake Lucerne. And one of my favorite things to do on this particular program in Lugano, you can take a cooking class in a grotto, which are those traditional Swiss and Italian restaurants that are kind of built into the cliffside overlooking the water, and we have one where you'll learn to make a traditional Ticinese risotto. Highlights of our Grand Train Tour of Switzerland. It has lunch on board the Glacier Express, which we talked about, and an excursion to Mount Jungfraujoch, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and one of my favorite things, a cruise on Lake Lucerne, which is just absolutely beautiful. This trip is a favorite for many of our clients because they get to take a variety of Swiss rail lines, and it's a train lover's dream. Filled with twists and turns along rivers and mountainsides, you can relax and enjoy stunning views only available by rail. It includes 5 scenic rail excursions, the Glacier Express, as we discussed extensively, as well as the Bernina Express, the Gotthard Panorama Express, the Jungfrau Railway, and the Gronegrat Railway. So now we'll head out of Switzerland and set sail on board an Amadeus cruise. Discover unparalleled levels of luxury, elegance, and tranquility aboard the MS Amadeus Star, Imperial, Silver 3, or Queen, inviting comfortable cabins outfitted with modern conveniences, quality food flowing almost continuously from the kitchens, and extensive facilities that vie for your attention during sailing hours. You'll never find yourself at a loss while on board. Cabin choices on board the Amadeus ships include classic staterooms, deluxe staterooms, as well as deluxe suites. Across the 4 decks, the ship has a range of amenities available to passengers, including a restaurant, panoramic bar, and a fitness room. A recent addition has seen an indoor pool installed at the rear of the boat. Each room has a television and an ensuite bathroom, a minibar, and a hairdryer. The suites also enjoy a walkout exterior balcony. One of our favorite programs to feature the Amadeus ship is Springtime Tulips and Keukenhof Gardens. This is the absolute must-do when visiting the Netherlands. On this tour, we uncover the beautiful historic cities of Amsterdam, Ghent, and Antwerp, as well as the battlefields of Ypres, the spectacular Keukenhof tulips, and the Medemblik steam train. We also enjoy a talk from Army veteran and battlefields expert Colonel Piers Story Pugh on this memorable river cruise. Highlights include choice of sightseeing in Amsterdam, either a city tour or, as I mentioned previously, the Medemblik steam train, which is very, very cool experience for train lovers. The battlefields, as well as visits to Ghent, Bruges, and Arnhem, and of course, the Keukenhof Gardens. All meals are included while on board the ship, including a gala dinner. Round-trip rail travel between London and Amsterdam on board the Eurostar is also included, and we are able to feature a pre-cruise add-on. If you'd like to spend some additional time in London, we can do 2 nights hotel and a hop-on, hop-off tour with a Thames River cruise, as well as a guided walking tour. So a great little introduction to London before you begin your travels into the Netherlands. So we've talked about some of the different vacations that we offer across the globe, and now I want to discuss some of the ways that we can personalize your vacation with flexible customization options. You're able to select from a variety of optional add-ons to enhance your upcoming rail adventure, ranging from modes of transportation to new and exciting sightseeing opportunities. Let's take a look at some of the examples of each upgrade that you can use. So we discussed Rocky Mountaineer in Canada. The other major rail line is going to be Via Rail, which are the passenger trains that crisscross the country from east to west and north to south. Those looking for a classic overnight rail experience can upgrade sleeping accommodations. For example, if you're interested in taking a cross-country Canadian rail adventure, you can upgrade to Prestige class aboard Via Rail's Canadian. This is a really exciting and beautiful cabin. The Prestige Sleeper class provides an exciting new level of comfort and service for travelers on the Canadian, which is one of the world's greatest train journeys. It travels from Vancouver to Toronto or westbound as well. Each Prestige Sleep cabin has a modular leather L-shaped couch by day and a Murphy bed for 2 by night facing the window with electric radiant heated cabin floors and walls to maintain a comfortable and constant temperature. I'd like to note that the Prestige cabin will be the only one that has a bed that can accommodate 2. All other cabins or sleeping arrangements on board the train for Via Rail will be an upper and a lower berth. Highlights of the Prestige class also include a personalized dedicated service by your Prestige concierge, the spacious cabin, large windows, and a private washroom with shower, flat screen TV with video selection, minibar stocked with a selection of beverages, and more. In the dining car, from breakfast to dinner, you can explore the gourmet 3-course menus. Food restrictions, allergies can all be accommodated by the staff on board Via Rail. The menu items are carefully selected from Canadian artisans, and if you're traveling in Prestige class, all alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks are included complimentary throughout your trip. Now, let's talk about some of those deluxe hotel accommodations. I know some of you mentioned your idea of luxury while traveling is room with a view, and the Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise is absolutely the place to do it. Look at that hotel, look at that lake. A lake view room at the Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise is, in my opinion, the ultimate in luxury. You can always upgrade your hotels to a 4 or 5-star property. For example, if you're traveling in Canada and you're doing the journey that we discussed earlier and you wanted to do Silverleaf on board the train, you can always choose to upgrade just in Lake Louise or at any of the other properties if you wanted to mix and match your travel experience. On any of our independent rail drive packages, you have the option to upgrade your car for a more luxurious experience. We typically include a mid or full-size sedan, but we are also able to offer, small SUVs, full-size SUVs, or luxury cars as well. Anything to suit the needs of you and your fellow travelers. We can add private transfers to just about any trip that we offer, picking you up at the airport upon arrival or taking you to the airport at the end of your trip. We can also arrange private transfers in Europe as well. I know that some people that might not necessarily be as comfortable navigating their way throughout the countries in Europe if you don't speak the language, we can always arrange for a private transfer from your hotel to the station to get you where you need to go with ease of service. Another option for upgrading your experience is to add private sightseeing excursions. We know that not every sightseeing experience is the perfect fit for each traveler, and sometimes when you are picking your vacation, you have a real thought in mind of what you want this vacation to look like, what you want this experience to bring you. And adding private sightseeing excursions is really an excellent way to immerse yourself in the culture and in the regions that you're traveling to, just to get those super, super special moments. And now we will go ahead and send it back over to Lynn for our second polling question.
Thanks so much, Dawn. Let's see here. So our second polling question is, if you could add one luxury element to your vacation, what would it be? So if you could put your answer in the question box, we'll start collecting those answers now, and we'll keep this open for about 30 seconds. Okay, we'll keep it open for just a little bit longer. Looks like we're getting some good responses. Okay. Dawn, it looks like there are many people interested in prestige class, as well as the upgraded hotel rooms you talked about.
Excellent. Those are great choices. At Prestige class, if I'm doing that 4-night journey between Toronto and Vancouver, I think that is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, I agree with you. So if you want to learn more about our destinations and itineraries, you can request one of our brochures by visiting www.vacationsbyrail.com or call 877-929-7245. So now we're going to open it up for some questions. Just a reminder to please submit any questions you may have in the GoToWebinar question box. In the interest of time, we'll only get to a few today. If your question doesn't get answered live, no worries. A rail specialist will be in touch after the presentation to make sure your questions are answered. So Dawn, the first question is, can I take prestige class for just one night of my rail journey?
You can, but there are some limitations to when and where. Typically, in the past, Prestige class had been required for journeys or only available for journeys of 2 or more nights. However, due to the popularity of the request for people to take Prestige between Vancouver and Jasper, it is possible on a couple of the trains to do so. So the short answer is yes, but with some stipulations, and any of our rail specialists are very, very familiar with how to do that, what days it's allowed, and how to get that booked for you. So absolutely.
Okay, perfect. The next question is, are luxury room upgrades available on any package?
Yes, on any of our independent packages, we can certainly upgrade you either within the hotel. So if you're looking at a more moderate hotel, but you'd like to upgrade to a suite within that hotel, or if you're staying at the Fairmonts and want that room with a view, larger room, because the Fairmonts are historic hotels, the entry-level rooms can be a little bit smaller. It's absolutely able to be done.
Great. The train experience is more important to me than the hotels. Can I upgrade on the train and downgrade on land?
Absolutely. So what we normally recommend if you're just looking to upgrade the train package or even one of the train elements, you can certainly do so. For example, in Switzerland, a 3-star property in Switzerland, is going to be so clean and beautiful and have a lovely breakfast every day. And it's probably a bit more cozy and intimate than some of the 4- and 5-star properties, which tend to be a little bit commercial. So you could definitely do a 3-star property and upgrade to the Glacier Express Excellence class. So yes, we can mix and match throughout any of our journeys depending on your needs.
Okay, great. And it looks like we have time for one more.
Mhm.
Can Vacations by Rail arrange for special things like tea at a high-end hotel or special hotel amenities?
Absolutely. Depending on what the hotel property offers and what you're looking for as a traveler, it can certainly be done. Be sure to just ask your REL specialist if you're celebrating a special event or an anniversary, birthday, any of that. Let us know, and we'll see what we can do to make your dreams come true on your travel.
All right, thanks, Dawn. Well, that wraps up today's online presentation. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to sending you the brochure you requested or hearing from you. If you'd like to receive a call from one of our rail specialists, please leave a callback number in the chat box or email info@vacationsbyrail.com, and a rail specialist will be in touch. And be sure to be on the lookout for a special offer exclusively for webinar attendees. Thanks and have a great day.